Hello and welcome to my channel LB Plans. My name is Elle and today I will be doing my paycheck budget for my second check in the month of October. I like to record these videos, one, to hold me accountable, but two, to just share information. I think this is the age of sharing and no longer do you have to do things with uncertainty. You can learn from experiences of others, and if that resonates with you and you want to be a part of my community, go ahead and reach on out and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so I am using what I have. That is my theme, right? So this is my Notique cover. I brought this maybe about 3 years ago. I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. I brought it because of the color. I don't really care for it that much, so I don't really use it. I found it in my stash of planner stuff. So it is an A5 cover, but it's the only cover that I actually have that can cover with the clear cover on it, my cloth and paper grid notebook. So that makes it useful, I guess. But I can't, none of my Moterms fit, none of my other covers that I have actually fits this because of the spiral bounding, except this one. So I guess it was meant to be, and it keeps it in my purple aesthetic, right? So let's get to, where is that paper clip? The October budget. So this was the September 30th paycheck, which is my first check. I'm actually just going to take this out because it would just seem so much easier with it not being in that cover. I am filming upstairs in my husband's man cave because it is dark and gloomy and I needed lights, and this is the most well-lit area in our home. So all right, so as I stated in my last check, I wasn't for sure where my paycheck would fall. I do have to do some reconciling on my budget, and because of that, I am doing a budget overhaul. So in November's budget with me, because I will be doing a November budget with me, you're going to see a bigger outlook of my financial outlook, because I will be sharing my full check right now. Excuse me. Oh my God, I feel like I lost my breath. Right now, I don't really share my full check because I don't, I have money going to different places, and that's something that I want to stop before we get into 2024. So my pay that goes into this check, into this actual account, is going to be $2,000. I don't know how much I get paid. 2004. Oh, right. My check is slightly different. Hold on. Normally my check is 2,440. It's actually $2,444.90, but I typically round it up. If you watch the movie, or if you've seen the movie Office Space, then you're gonna really understand this percentage thing with my paycheck. I noticed that when I take PTO, the change on my check is different. And it's only a difference of 5 cents. So it's not something that I would ring the alarm about. But if you've seen the movie Office Space, then you're probably with me in this conspiracy therapy, like there's an error in accounting. But anyway, so typically my check is $2,400. The amount that goes into the account is $2,449. $44.90, which I normally round up to $2,445. However, I did get a gift card. And that gift card was $30 for my job. So they took out taxes. So for that $30 card, it was like $9 in taxes. So I'm actually budgeting my check for be $2,436. I don't see any other income that I would be adding to this check. Typically, I would add cash. But the only reason why I'm not adding cash right now is that I am reconciling some things with my Chase purchases. So I need to pay the balance. So I already know I don't have enough cash for that. So I'm not going to worry about Chase in this. I'm just going to still budget out my paycheck as I normally would. So we're just going to do $2,436. My mortgage contribution is $907, and our cable bill is due, and I put about $141. So that's $907 plus 141 is $1048. So like I said, I am not concerned with Chase because I'm just going to pay the balance, and I'm going to take that from my savings account. Like I said, I have a whole budget overhaul because I'm doing a mind shift change, and I will share that in my November plan with me because something has to change. I have to stop giving away my money. Like, by just looking at what I budget for my paycheck, you probably wouldn't know that I make over 6 figures a year. And that's like no cap, no stretch by the imagination. But I give my money away to different things and I hide it under the guise of, oh, but there's no interest, so it's okay. But I am tired of giving my money out. I'm a 40-something-year-old and I want to experience life before I die. And we can do both. We just have to find a better way of living and saving at the same time. Okay, so PayPal I will pay, which is $150 that I will pay towards that. So that's only going to be $150. So that means my bills is going to total $1,198. I believe that is right. So, okay. For my expenses, this is the second check. So normally I will fill in all of my items that I normally budget monthly for. So we'll start with food. This is not a monthly, this is a paycheck, but food is $250, which is really groceries. Eating out is $130, which neither one of these are realistic anymore. So those will be changing in November, but I'm just going to kind of stick with where I am and make changes as I go. All right. We have gas, which I budget $150 a month. We have grooming, which will be $100. We have household, which would be $100. We have, what else? Spending. This is where I fund my spending, which will be $150. I got Caleb and Zoe. They both get $15. Let's see how much that is. 250 plus 130 plus 150 plus 100, 100, 150, 30, 910. Oh, Father, that feels about right. Okay. So that's 910 plus 1198 is 2108 minus 2436, which only leaves me $328 for sinking funds and savings challenges. So let's go back to my October budget and let's see what I haven't contributed to. Okay, so I always do Costco, Sam's. Both of those get 50. Birthdays, anniversary, blue, green. I'm not doing blue, green. Oh my God. Okay, birthday. I gave 25 an anniversary last time. I only budgeted 25, so I'm skipping it. Christmas. I gave 100 in Christmas last time. So it's supposed to be 150. And then birthday, I gave 25 in birthday last time, but I was giving 50 for the month, so that's another 25. So that's 328 plus 225. Is that what I'm saying? Leaves me 103. I don't plan to have money left over, or whatever goes into savings challenges, it would be very minimum because my budget had $122 and I used 115 of that already. So Costco, Sam's, birthdays, anniversary. Oh, I forgot lunch money. Which I do set aside $20 for my son for lunch money. But it's 10 and 10, and I already gave 10, so it's actually $10. That doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm missing something. And I believe I know where I'm missing it from, but I just want to make sure because I shouldn't have this much left over. Even though it's only $93, I was expecting like $8 left over. So there's a difference of about $85 somewhere. And it may not be in my sinking funds where it's short. So let's see, Costco. Amazon was paid. Chase, PayPal was paid. T-Mobile, Accolade. That's another reason too. My son has a job now while he's away in college, but where he lives, the tolls are just out of control. So he needs some help till he can get on his feet. So I want to be able to contribute more. So I'm going back to my September 15th budget and to see if I'm missing anything from here. Spending, grooming, gas, household. Spending, grooming, gas, household. This typically doesn't change much. Something I am contributing to that I am forgetting about. I got PayPal on here. I typically only pay Chase what I spend, so that's why I didn't add in my cash. It's going to take a minute for me to find this out, so just bear with me. So first of all, I can't add. That contributed to it. Second of all, I missed fun because I did want to put some money in fun, which was $10. When you know your budget, you know your budget. And that's the beauty of being salaried. Like your check doesn't change month. So I knew something was missing because I shouldn't have had that much. And I kind of front loaded all of my savings challenges. So I should only have $8 that would go to savings challenges. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those 8 quite yet, but let me figure out what will be cash and what will not be cash. So I know that this won't be cash because there's no need. There's no need to pull out cash for those two. There's no need to pull out cash. I missed that the last time. So, all right, let's see what I need cash for, right? Okay, future me here. So I went through my categories and I had a whole situation. For some reason, when I wrote out the denominations that I needed for food, I added an extra 10 and I could not find it for the love of God. So when it came time for me to fill out my slip, my teller slip, I added up all of the amounts that I would be withdrawing. I was withdrawing $10 more than I was going to stuff. So it took me a minute to find it. And if I just would have added food up out loud, I would have heard it and would have fixed the problem. I am going to do the penny challenge. I got the penny challenge as a freebie from Beautifully Me and You. So I think I circled the $8 and then I'm going to go back and highlight it later. That's basically the end of it. I'll be back for my next video on doing the cash stuffing for this paycheck. You guys take care. Bye.